This is Inside Indiana Business Radio for the morning of Tuesday, August 1st, 2023. I'm Kate Sharon. Indianapolis-based TechPoint has released a report detailing the progress of its Mission 41K initiative. The not-for-profit growth initiative for Indiana's tech ecosystem launched last September with the goal of adding 41,000 tech workers to the state by 2030. The new report compares 2022 tech job growth to the first several months of 2023 and shows Indiana's tech workforce has grown by 5.6%, which is double the national tech workforce growth rate last year, and well ahead of the average 2% annual growth the state has seen over the past 30 years. Dennis Trinkle, Senior Vice President of Talent Strategy and Partnerships for TechPoint, said a lot of collaborative efforts have led to the early growth results.
That's part of the thinking behind Mission 41K is that we need to get the actors together, working on big solutions, but also collaborating and innovating in their own organizations, innovating in partnerships.
Since the initiative's launch, more than 100 individuals and organizations have taken the Mission 41K pledge. Trinkle said the response to the effort has been overwhelmingly positive. Officials in Indianapolis will break ground Tuesday on the 6th expansion of the Indiana Convention Center, as well as the construction of a more than 800-room hotel in downtown Indianapolis. The projects, part of the redevelopment of Pan Am Plaza block, represent a total investment of $710 million that aims to grow the number and size of conventions the city can host. The $200 million convention center expansion will add 140,000 square feet of space, including a 50,000 square foot ballroom. Crews will also begin construction on the $510 million 814-room Signia by Hilton Hotel on Pan Am Plaza. That project is expected to create more than 400 jobs. Over 160 hospitals serve patients in Indiana, but 5 just received national recognition. IIB's Alex Brown has more.
5 Hoosier hospitals were honored as the best in the state in U.S. News & World Report's annual Best Hospitals ranking for their care, offerings, and specialties. IU Health University Hospital in Indianapolis was named the best hospital in Indiana, with Deaconess Hospital in Evansville taking the silver and Ascension St. Vincent Hospital in Indy coming in third. Ascension St. Vincent Hospital in Evansville and Community Hospital in Munster tied for fourth. The hospitals were nearly entirely ranked as either high-performing or average in the individual breakdown. The publication evaluates hospitals on 36 areas of care, such as medical specialties, procedures, and conditions. None of the 5 hospitals were ranked in specialty categories such as cancer, cardiology, or orthopedics. Alex Brown, Inside Indiana Business Radio.
From the number one source for Indiana business news, this is Inside Indiana Business Radio.
For 25 years, we've had the honor of telling the story of Indiana business. More than 1,300 shows, 8,000 interviews. We've traveled from Valparaiso to Versailles, Fort Wayne to Fort Branch, and everywhere in between. And we are just getting started. Our team is passionate about Indiana business because your story is worth telling. Join us every week as we travel the state to bring you Indiana's story. Inside Indiana Business, 25 years and counting.
Purdue University is setting new records for fundraising after it raised $613 million in research awards and $610 million in private contributions during the fiscal year, running from July 1st, 2022 to June 30th, 2023. Both represent a steady increase over the years in funding. The university's total money raised for research shows a 9% increase over the last fiscal year and a 92% increase over the last 11 years. Research funding this year supports about 3,500 projects, with the U.S. Department of Defense giving the largest sum at $98 million. Private industry contributed almost $90 million. The institution saw its largest single-day fundraising campaign this spring, raising $110.8 million in its annual Purdue Day of Giving. Easter Seals Northern Indiana has named Lachelle Boyd as its new CFO, the Disability Services not-for-profit announced Monday. She enters the role with 25 years of experience in finance, healthcare, and leadership. Easter Seals Northern Indiana is the parent not-for-profit of Easter Seals Arc of Northeast Indiana and Cardinal Services. The Mind Trust, an Indianapolis not-for-profit supporting local charter schools, is awarding $1.69 million to 4 K-12 and adult charter school networks. Those schools include Crystal House Indianapolis, Circle City Prep, the Excel Center, and Heron Preparatory Academy. The awards will support charter networks looking to grow existing campuses or open new ones. Pacers Sports and Entertainment Vice President Danny Lopez is this week's guest on the Business and Beyond podcast with Gary Dick, presented by PNC, a weekly conversation with high-profile Hoosiers in business, sports, and entertainment, and beyond. Available now from your favorite podcast provider. I'm Kate Sharon for Inside Indiana Business, Radio on Demand.